Reggie, one of your first questions that you asked the ladies was, what did you ask them? Are any of you in entertainment?
In the entertainment
or
industry.
OnlyFans? So what led you to ask that question?
I'm glad you asked that. So with that question, it's like,
yeah, Arlette, we know why you're laughing. You know damn well you know why.
like, we got to think about the character development. You know what I mean? It's like you kind of go. I went from like she bob and she roll and she to actually now bossing up. So it's like I had to learn from my mistake. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. And I just want to say mistake, but you know.
No, I get it. So you learned that you don't want anything in that field.
Right. You got to sometimes calm down, stay on the streets, get off the 304. You know, you got to just, make sure you take your time.
Do you? I meant to ask you.
Get off the thrill for it. Okay.
Do you like OnlyFans and entertainment industry? You just don't like to date someone that's in it?
Great question. Wait, what's the question? It's like great.
You said you were asking that question because you realized after your first round that's something that you weren't interested in. Mm-hmm. I'm just curious. It's not like since you and I have matched that you've talked about OnlyFans or anything. So I'm just curious. Do you like entertaining it? You just don't like dating it?
Oh, so I don't.
What do you think?
I'm not subscribed to any OnlyFans.
Okay,
that's what you're saying.
She's trying to make sure.
Yeah, she's trying to see what's going on here.
He's trying to make sure, and then she's trying to make sure.
Checking.
I mean, I don't know if she's seen the last catch up with him and the other girl before, how she revealed that she was an OnlyFans girl, and then he wasn't with that, and he kept bringing it up, throwing it in her face. Like, I guess she didn't see that part, right?
All right, and so, since you guys ended up matching on the show, have you guys gone on
But then he also wanted like threesomes every other night, and she was like, I don't want to do that.
any dates? Have you hung out? Any fun stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Tell me, Reg, tell me.
Yeah, tell me. Sorry. How'd that first day go, Reggie?
The first date. Okay, yeah. The first day was the very next day after we actually matched. We just went for a breakfast spot.
Nice. That's what I would do. The next day, let's go to meet up real quick. Let's do something short. Look nice. Okay.
When we matched, we spoke about the games. So she showed me the games that she has. You guys actually should check that out on Amazon.
Right, because you make games.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. She's definitely doing her thing. So, we had breakfast, just spoke with each other. Nice. Now, I will say this: the very, very first thing I said before we actually did anything was like, because she didn't know I was on the show previously. You know what I mean? So I had to keep it real. Like, hey.
Oh, she didn't know. Oh, okay. Or she claims she didn't know.
Check episode 9. Pop the balloon, check it out. And then I said, check out the recap. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then get back to me. Let's see.
Right.
I wanted to be real.
Interested.
Exactly. So I wanted to be upfront with that. So, yeah, we talked about that a little bit and then talked about other things that we got going on. So I think it was a great first date.
Good. And I'm glad you mentioned that. So how was it seeing him on it prior to meeting you and matching with you? Like, did it alter your views in any way of him or?
Well, like I said, before episode 15, I never watched an episode. I saw a few clips.
Yeah.
And, one episode, it was funny and I reached out. So didn't know.
Okay.
However, I heard one of the girls, up there online with me. And she was like, she made a comment and said, he's been here before. So it stuck in my head when he went out. But when he came out, I heard it, but I still was like, I still want to know who this guy is. Mm-hmm. So the next day when we met for breakfast, I did say, as soon as we sat down, I was like, I have to ask because I heard you were on there. And that's when he said, hey, check it out and look at it, because I didn't look at it beforehand.
Yeah,
we got to take your word for it, because after the girl said that, I'm pretty sure, I'm 90% sure you went home, went to wherever you lay your head at, and you got on your phone and looked for this dude on whatever episode. The girl probably told you the episode and you probably looked it up, and now you're claiming that you never seen it. I don't believe it. If it is true, then so be it. I'm wrong, but we'll never know what's inside her head right now. But I don't believe she didn't look up the episode talking about after your first round, come on.
So just curious, because I was just like, well, then why is he here? Like, why he come back? But I didn't want to spend that lunchtime asking that because, he seemed like he didn't want to talk about it, and I didn't want to push that. He gave an answer, but it was still like a hard stop answer. So you just kind of knew, like, move on. So It was cool. I liked them. Great. Monday, the next day, we also met up for Starbucks. We met up for some coffee. My mom was in town. And that's when I chose to watch the episode and the catch up.
Okay. With your mom?
With my mom.
Oh, no.
With my mom.
Why would you do that?
Okay.
And let me tell you, my mom is she's saved woman, very demure, very, modest woman and everything. So, of course, she was very quiet. And very quiet and everything. And it just so happens while we were watching it, Reggie came by for lunch or something at the house I cooked.
Okay.
And my mom just thought he was the great person.
Oh, good.
So when he left, she was just like, well, I don't know what to think. After watching that catch up and meeting him, he seems like a nice person. And I was like...
So you watched the catch up and you came here and still asked that question, do you not like? I guess, I don't know.
Let's just slow motion this, Mom. Let's just see how it goes.
Yeah.
So she was cool. I think, maybe a few other times that week she was...
I think I know why. It's because of the thing that he's acting on freaky towards her after he found out, but was still throwing the OnlyFans things in her face. So they probably felt to confused. Like, you say you don't like OnlyFans girls, but you like mad freaky and stuff. Like, what you trying? Like, no. I don't know. But it's the difference between wanting to date somebody like that, like, and do private stuff with them, rather than just having them like, okay, you're like that out in public or whatever. You had your OnlyFans profile and all that stuff. Cool. I don't want you out there like that so everybody can see you. And we are, dating a stripper or somebody in adult entertainment, right? Same thing, almost, pretty much, damn near, right? So it's the difference between that and it's like, I don't want you to do that anymore, but I know you're that freaky already anyway. So, like, what's up?
Here, Reggie met her, but my mom's the type of person where a man comes in the room, she goes to another room. Like, automatically, she's not going to hang around anyone. She'll speak, be respectful. So she didn't spend too much time just because she knew that Reggie and I were very new, meeting and getting to know each other.
Right? Yeah, I don't need to be around y'all.
So that was cool. So that's
how
the
be around
first
y'all
week
like
was.
that.
Okay.
And then after I watched the catch up, I just didn't know how to follow up with Reggie on it. It was just kind of like, he didn't defend himself enough for me to not ask any questions. So
because we don't know, I know what she's hung up on, what I'm hung up on, what people still hung up on till this day. We don't know Reggie's background. Dude's like Bruce Wayne. We don't know nothing about him. Did he tell you anything about his past? Like, what's his past about? Because he kept that from the other girl.
I just kind of gave it a couple of weeks and just kind of left that one alone.
Okay.
And then I would just throw little questions throughout the time. Season it a little bit.
What kind of questions? What were you asking him?
One of the things that stuck out was that, with him being in a financial literacy, and he's awesome, by the way.
Okay.
So,
spit it out. What is it, man?
A business woman.
What is it? Spit it out.
One of the things that was mentioned on the catch up was that, he wanted to help, this woman build her financial hardship, come out of that, and set up maybe a payment plan. I'm making it sound very politically correct, but set up a payment plan, put in the bank account and distribute allowance. And it came off like it was something that he was trying to manipulate her into doing. That's what I got from it. So
I can see that.
You can't do that with me. And I think he knows that. So it was just kind of like, anytime, we talked about business, I was just kind of looking for something. And I was just like, this is not matching what I got on the catch up.
Yeah.
With Reggie and the last match. So
people can change.
That's how I assessed everything.
Okay.
Was every time we talked about business or did something together, I would think about...
He's not going to treat you like she treated her. She's in a different position in life, and you're in a different position in your life. Like, you already got your games out there. You're on the market. As far as like, not her herself, I'm talking about like her Amazon stuff and all that. Like, you got a few more things together than the last girl. The last girl was the type of girl that was telling him, I can get niggas to pay my rent. I got different dudes in my phone, blah, blah, blah. You're not that type of person.
Certain things.
So far.
And it definitely was a different perception than what I got.
Okay. Got it. So, Reggie.
So, all right. So, since we're on this topic, right? There was a lot of things that was said, in my other catch up. And like, I made a comment. I said, I got to try to remember what was said. I did not remember everything that was said. So there's certain things that I should have quote unquote defended that I didn't remember. So for that part that she just said, yeah, we definitely got to talk about that. Because it's just way out of context. Like,
yeah, you cleared it up with her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that matters. Yeah.
There you go. It was cleared up with her. Yeah. So even if it's like, so it's obviously you check the comment section, people going crazy with that type of stuff, but I'm not going to challenge the internet. I'm going to lose. You know what I mean? So I'm here to say that's false. You know what I'm saying? It's still false. I'm still saying cap. I'm still shaking my head. And she knows we had a conversation about it. And a lot of the things that we were doing, I didn't even know she was doing these quote unquote little tests or whatever, but she had just make it known like, yeah, it's not matching. Like everything you're saying is legit. You're moving. She's seeing how I'm moving. She's like, yeah. So a lot of the stuff that was said on that, she's seen Reggie and the person and all that stuff, and yeah, she was feeling it.
Okay, so now moving on to y'all. So, so now, how has it been? I know you guys said you went on that first date. How has the communication, all that been like with getting to know each other?
Let's get to it. The real tea.
You go first.
Okay, let's hear from Reggie.
So yes, obviously, I love communication, as I've stated plenty of times. So my communication style is kind of different just because I like to actually get to know the person, what are you doing? Where do you want to go? Like how we do things together. And I get extremely passionate with the things that I'm doing. You don't want to get stagnant. You want to, better yourself. So I would say for the beginning of it, like that passion was kind of getting translated kind of wrongly, I would say, because like I think she was just thinking like I was just trying to like make it a business type of thing. You know what I mean? Because I was like, yo, I got to do this. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this. And, when you first like match with someone, especially when you're taking your time with this one, you want to make sure that you're...
I mean, he had me mentioning that stuff a lot too with the last girl, like making a YouTube channel together and stuff like that. And he's actually coming off how he had me thinking. I'm like, the business part is cool. You want to have a partner in life. You want to run up the bag and make money together. But yeah, that is true. You don't want it to all be about that. Like you really match to be a couple within that partnership. You know what I mean? So
actually aligning with certain things. So at the beginning of it, it can get really like coochie coo, goo goo gaga and all that stuff. And you get all like happy
the honeymoon
stuff.
stage.
But it's like, yeah, there you go. But it's like, hey, I can't. I got things to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's the honeymoon stage, but at the same time, if you're, an older person and you go through a few honeymoon stages and you see things going on with people in their relationships around you, it's almost just like, all right, let's get through the honeymoon stage. All right, let's get to the real business. It's just like, fam, how many honeymoon stages can a person really, you know what I mean? How long is that supposed to last when you get older? Like a couple months, 3 months, a few weeks? Like, you want to get together and get right to business sometimes. And a lot of people do that, but the honeymoon stage over and over and over and over, like he said, he framed it the goo goo gaga stuff. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want that to pass quick. Like, all right, we know what that is, but let's get right to it. You know what I mean? But you got kind of want to take your time because the person that you're partnering with, whether you're man or woman, whatever, you don't know where they're at in their life and how fast they want to take things. So you got to be careful with that too.
She was feeling what I was doing with that, and I was aligning with what she had going on. She has a lot of great things going on, and I feel like once we came to the same alignment with that, we really was just like taking off, like motivating each other, doing things together, doing other things, watching shows. You know what I'm saying? We really was like filling each other out, and it was definitely aligned.
Okay, how's it been for you, Shannel?
So I'm going to follow up with everything he said, because in the beginning, obviously after watching the catch up, and then, it just trickled. So Reggie has a lot of ambition. Oops, I'm sorry. Reggie has a lot of ambition. And so do I. And I can identify that right away. So, right away he was talking to me about some of the things that he wanted to do, that he's doing. And he has like all this stuff and he's coming at him. And I'm like, I can help him do this, help him do that. And, we worked on, I'm sure he'll talk about some of the projects that we worked on together. But to me, I felt like...
So y'all worked on some stuff. Okay.
I can get this done. We doing business, but are we doing business? Like, did you pick me just to do business? Because in the beginning, it was. And...
Do you actually like me?
Everything was clicking well with that.
You like me for real? You're not really like kissing me a lot.
But then I was just kind of like, I'm just going to ask him. Because, if you want to do business, you can do business. You don't have to act like you like me.
Right.
To do business. This is what I do anyway. So, we can transition that. And I asked him about it. And, that's when he explained, I don't know, I don't want to use the word trauma or triggers. But, he mentioned that he was taking his time, and that in his prior situations that he's went too fast and moved too fast. So we were clicking right away on what we're mutually connected at and where we can mesh together. So that kind of helped us get to know each other actually doing the business. So once that was cleared up, it was like, okay, now I know how to move forward, because I was like, I'm gonna do a background check on him. Like, I'm checking everything, because if he's a financial literacy person, I'm checking the facts and I'm looking at everything.
Yes.
Damn.
And
not surprised. If you go on a date, I remember there was one point where it was coming up in podcast conversations a lot, where you go on a date with a girl, and men, I guess you could say, we're doing this too, but at the same time, with women, it was done a lot more. It was more pinpointed that they do this. You're sitting at a dinner table on a date across from you, and the girl's looking at her phone. She's not necessarily texting people. At one point in time, is she's looking up your Instagram, your Google information, Googling your name, doing background checks, paying money to get the little background information on you, your driver's license, all that, your social security number, your credit score, all that. They want everything. Where you lived at before for the past 15 years, all that stuff. They want everything. You know what I mean? So
did a background.
And sometimes their homegirls or homeboys are doing background checks on you too, And
everything's legit. And then it was just like, okay, well, let me take my time. But I wanted to do a background check. Reggie is very funny, okay? He's goofy.
What happened?
And one day he made this sound. He did this scream.
What?
He did this scream, and immediately I was like,
huh?
I wonder what nationality is he. I need to know what he's...
What do you do, like one of them African screams? Oh! One of them African things? Oh!
And I waited till the next day to ask him, but I had never... and he was so happy. It was funny, but it was so random. And I was like, he mixed, what is his mix? Like,
yeah.
So, I did ask him that question the next day, and I think it made him feel uncomfortable, which, I just asked him, like, what's your background? What's your nationality? But, maybe it was too forward. So in the beginning, we kept kind of like maybe throwing things out there where we wasn't sure if we were going too fast, asking questions. Or
you can't even get his background, nationality, and you want to do business, and you're all up in his house or whatever the heck you met the mom. I mean, I guess, or something like that. But did you see meet the mom? I don't know. I can't remember a few minutes ago. But, well, you can't even get that. So the last girl couldn't get no background information. Nothing about his past. And you can't even get his nationality. Reggie, who are you, bro? I don't know, man. I don't know about you. You a little weird, a little bit. Just because of that. I don't know you personally. I'm just saying.
So we both were doing...
It's not that they're anybody's business. Of course, it's nobody's business. But... dude.
And that, pause, break, and playing it very safe. So, and I know I was, and I know Reggie was as well. So all I can say is in the beginning, it started off so well. The communication was open. We went to a comedy show.
Martin Lawrence.
You've never been one. You never seen Martin Lawrence. Yeah. We went there. Again, he's silly. Like, so if I'm this person, if you can't make me laugh, like, we're just not gonna last. It's just not gonna work. And he definitely kept me laughing from the time that I've met him. Actually, I would say that even till now.
Oh, that's
So
that's sweet.
I'll say that it's going well. It's it started off well. And the way we communicated it definitely helped us understand each other.
Okay.
And also accept each other where we're at right now in our lives and how that can be looking forward.
Okay. Nice.
That's
so,
sweet.
Reggie, how was it meeting her mom? Yeah.
So, great question. Yeah. So her mom was actually cool. I didn't know all the things, like I said.
So we did meet her mom.
So
Okay.
we kind of had like the deeper talks where it's like, hey, be careful with this guy. But it's like, like I said, when it comes to things like that, only thing I can do is show you who I am. You know what I mean? And hope that it resonates. Like, I can't try to put on the front. I only can be Reggie. Yeah, I'm a silly, goofy guy, and all these things. I have a business side to me. I have a goofy side to me, all these things. So, like I said, every step of the way, she just felt it. So when I met her mom was cool with me. Like, I felt like her mom liked me, but she probably was like cool with me. But then she was like, hey, I seen that recap.
Yeah.
But I think from the time together, she actually is feeling me as well. So it's like, yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
so where are you guys today? Like, what's going on now? Are we still dating, or have we moved into exclusivity? Like, what is it? What are we looking at?
Hey, did you move up, or you're still in the same spot?
So, you can go.
I would say that we're still we're dating.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
it's been going
Okay.
well. You're still getting to know each other. I have the only reservation I have, and I've kind of talked to Reggie about it, but he's kind of talked to me about it without me even having to ask.
Where is it, man?
His contract, he's here on business till November. And I'm not sure what that looks like in November for us.
You know what? I forgot. He was leaving supposedly in November because of the fact that he told the last girl that. But at the same time, with him deciding to leave, he came back on the show. Even though he's supposed to move, and on the show he did. I don't remember him mentioning that the next time he came on the show when he matched with her. Like, hey, I'm leaving in November. Are you guys willing to do a long distance relationship? He should have said that up front right when he walked on. Man, I completely forgot about that. Come on, Reggie.
So that's where it's just kind of like I'm kind of like
Come on, man.
Skating and sliding
Crazy.
through, because it's like I'm not trying to just go all the way and then it gets taken from under me, if that's a good analogy to put it. So that's the only thing, and there's a lot of changes going on with Reggie, and I'm just kind of following his lead.
Wedgie.
So it really just kind of depends on how things go from here, and technically past November.
So do you know where you're going after November?
Texas or
I
something?
don't necessarily know. My plans is to stay here.
Okay.
But my contract is over in November. But like I told her, like she was just saying, pretty much I made the choice even before we actually met that Phoenix or Arizona would be my home. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So, but I do have obligations and things going on like on the East Coast, stuff like that. So I would probably go visit things like this.
Okay.
But from the moment we met to like even now to today, it's just been great for me. You know what I mean? It's like I can get creative. Let's say the goofy and all that stuff.
And what state do his kids live in? He never really goes into. Of course, we ain't gonna know about his kids. We just know he has them. We don't even know about him. Don't know his nationality or nothing. But are his kids based on the West Coast or the East Coast? Or he said applications? I don't know. Maybe his kids and the baby mamas live in different states. That's the thing.
Get creative, right? So it's like anything that I brought to her. You know what I mean? Like some weird things. Trust me. But she always is like, oh, how can I assist you with this? How can I make this better? How hey, I got this idea. Like I'm doing different things like music, book, and stuff like this. Oh, I never did that before. I always wanted to do that. So it's really different when you have someone that believes in you and the things that you're doing and accepts you for your goofy side and things like this. So yeah, we're definitely pursuing this thing to see, if it can get serious and things like that. But you don't want to jump out the window.
Right.
Like,
I understand. I understand.
So, yeah. So you're kind of letting it happen.
Taking your time, letting it flow naturally.
Character development.
Good. Oh, well, that's good to hear. I'm glad y'all are still, going through it, going through the motions, going on dates still, I hope. He's still taking you out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Did it slow down yet?
he's been working on a project the last 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
So, I've given him
some grace.
Come
on, Reggie.
My dog too, because my dog really likes Reggie.
Oh.
If my dog don't like you, it's just not, you're not gonna last.
Oh no.
The first time Reggie met Dooney, he was like, oh wait, I have to do something. I have to greet him correctly or something. I can't remember the words. But he came back and had this massage thing, which I have a massage thing for myself. And my dog always likes to stick his head under it. But here he goes and he's massaging my dog. And next thing you know, I look over on the couch and my dog's just like, and I was just like, what are you doing? So now they're like, I don't know, BFFs. Yeah. So the last couple of weeks with the project Reggie's working on, he's doing like a trilogy book.
Okay.
And we haven't seen him. So when my dog saw him after that break, he was just Reggie just jumping all over the place. I was like,
calm down.
Calm down.
Okay, so speaking of upcoming projects, you're working on a book or what else?
Yes.
What else
Working on a book. So I'm just released some
no games
music as well. So definitely check that out, like a Tesla by RMM3. And I'm going to be releasing an album this month as well, Smooth Motivation 3. So definitely check that out.
Smooth Motivation 3. Okay, smooth. Nah. It's like the opposite of Jeezy's old mixtapes.
And
Thug Motivation, Smooth Motivation. I think that was the purpose of that, Smooth Motivation, to kind of go alongside with that. Is that what it is?
And then
was that the inspiration for the title?
And of course, me and Shannel have some projects coming up as well, just kind of motivating and pushing each other to be great.
Okay. All right.
Shannel,
that's cool.
should we be looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to him talk about my cooking.
Oh damn! Can she cook? Can
How's
she
the
cook?
cooking?
A1. A1. The cooking is A1. The best
Okay.
food that I've had in this whole state. Definitely. Like
The whole state.
That's why I said
Damn.
the Goo Goo Gaga stage. Like I'm trying to chill. Like I gotta like
She's trying to get you to the stomach.
like, hey, I'm trying to I gotta work out. I gotta, you know,
Okay.
I got things to do.
That's
I
good.
can't go over here and get sleepy. But nah,
He trying to fatten my man up. He trying to get toned.
food is like that. Food is like that.
So you're
definitely.
cooking for him often.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for the last couple of weeks, but like at first I was like,
He giving you a break.
I'm so petty.
Uh-huh.
But I was just like, when I was still going through that phase, where I was like, I don't know if this guy is scamming me or you know what he's doing.
Scamming
And then I was
me.
like, he better not be using me for food. Because he would come over, he's out in the field when he works.
Eating and leave.
And he
Damn.
would come in the daytime. And it was consistent for a while. And I was like, I'm about to stop cooking. Like, he coming over here all the time. Like, I think he's using me to cook, like, for my meals.
Hey,
Because he made a comment that was
gotta
like,
eat.
you know, it's something like it's nice to have a nice home cooked meal or something like that. And I realized, okay, he's a man and, you know, he's traveling and he's here on business. He's probably eating a lot of fast food.
Yeah.
So I understood that. But then I was like, he better not be using me for for business ethics and food. And
Hey, at least he's not using you for your body.
I really-
Well, at this point, it seems like you want him to use you for your body more.
he did. And then, like, because every time I mention what I cook, he'll be like, ooh, like right now he's trying to throw hints that he wants me to make pho. Because that's his favorite.
Love fun.
So, and I love to cook. Anybody that knows me, they know that I love to cook, and I'm really good at what I, cook. And I'm like that person, like when I get, cook and give you food, like I'm waiting on you to tell me, like, you like
Yes, you're watching like,
you like
is it good?
Like, don't put anything on.
As far as like physical touch and stuff like that, she probably feels a little bit neglected. She hasn't said it here, but she's like, yo, I want you to use me for my, like, do you even like me? You like the things I do? Please touch me or something.
Yet till you taste it. Like, it's disrespectful to
Spending time with me is like not even.
start seasoning stuff before you taste it, especially someone else.
Oh
So
my god.
Reggie goes right in. And he was eating it, and I was like,
Then he just
hungry? Like, but it was just good.
Hey, look at him. It looked like he came in real quick just to leave. He got his sunglasses on, got his phone. Okay, I'm going back outside. Like a Nigerian dude just come in, eat, go right back outside to work like he's in there on lunch break. Yeah, she right. Look at him.
And I was like, okay, well, he likes my food.
That is too funny. Well, I'm glad to hear you like her food because she was waiting to hear that. Okay.
The food is great.
Like,
The food is great.
And then, so speaking of, any final projects on your end, anything we should be looking for, upcoming projects?
I'm actually doing a lot of support with Reggie and what he's doing.
Nice.
I still have trivia swag, my games. I just released my third game. Family Night. That's on Amazon. All three are available on Amazon. And then, of course, I'm still doing consulting. There's a couple of right now I'm helping a lot of new entrepreneurs, trying to get them started, their LLC, working on a few trademarks, working on Reggie's. We're going to be working on Reggie's trademark.
Okay.
I helped get Reggie's logo. He has a logo.
Okay.
And he has a new LLC, so I did work on that. I squeezed him into my calendar.
Oh, nice.
Definitely did.
So,
I like this.
I've been doing that. I really love what I do. But for the most part, like, I just love my dog. I love my life. I love this whole opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
something totally different than what I've ever done. But, just embracing life right now.
Good.
So it's not so much about, what other project I have going on. I've always
I like
had
what I'm
something
hearing. I
going
like
on.
what I'm hearing. I like it.
I always have a plan, and I communicate accordingly, when the time is appropriate. So
Okay.
stay tuned. There's some new things coming up, and I'm excited for Reggie. I really am. He just finished this book. He just sent me the first 2 chapters. So I'm going to read those 2 chapters and give him my
You got a proofreader?
honest feedback.
Okay.
I think at this point he can take my, I'm a very direct person, so I can tell you if it sucks, it sucks. So I'm sure he's prepared for my honest feedback. And then other than that, like I said, I'm really helping a few other new entrepreneurs, and then I'm also working with the Democratic committee for the campaign coming up,
Nice.
the new election coming up soon. So that is something that I'm really excited about, and that's what I'm working on right now. And also just what has new coming up with Reggie, and stay tuned.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I don't need to hear nothing else. I'm good. Y'all got through the little rough patches and all that. So everything seemed regular, nothing too extreme, but conversations will be had. Now, it's past the time that this is filmed. Are they still together? I haven't checked no Instagrams. I have no idea. Hopefully they might have worked out. They got a good business thing going on there, you know, working on each other's LLCs and credit scores and projects and all that. Hey, it sounds good to me. But as far as relationship wise, only time will tell.